Hello and welcome to Sangoma Society. This is where we aim to demystify the ancestral. My name is Uhani Wagamakwakwa. I am Honey Teller Story on all social media. Ginguma Kose Unumaboto Emsam. And today on Sangoma Society, I want to talk about the importance of spiritual clearing and cleansing. This topic is coming to me at a really timeless moment because a lot of people are starting to come into the awareness of the baggage that they're carrying. As we do this work and go through this time that we're going through, so many of us in isolation, so many of us, going into that space of reflection, we're coming to terms with certain things that we realize we are carrying, certain issues that we are seeing the roots of in either behaviors or things that we can't quite explain, and these patterns and situations are almost heightened in our consciousness at this moment, and it's actually quite opportune that this is happening right now, and not by coincidence at all, because if you follow me on social media and you check the community tab here, you know that with certain movements of the celestial bodies, I sometimes have collective readings that I share, and what we're going through right now was sort of the reckoning that began on the 5th of June with that eclipse on the full moon, and then we came into the solar eclipse just recently, this past Sunday, and we've got this incredible lunar eclipse coming on the 5th of July. So it's like a sandwich, a trilogy of these eclipses. They are happening at a moment in time when Mercury is just gone retrograde, and we are under the influence of Sirius in that regard. So it's very heavy ancestral energy. So it's really bringing things to the surface where we're like, oh my goodness, this does not feel like my issue alone. No, this is a family issue. No, I've seen my mom or my dad do this. We're starting to see those patterns and how they're playing out in our lives. And we're experiencing a lot of resentment, we're also speaking up, I called this accountability season, okay, because it is really the time where if your card is being called, listen, take what is being said, hear it, take it in, because right now things are being pointed out to you that are actually hindering your progress, hindering your expansion, whether it's the people in your life, whether it's different karmic cycles in your personal life or family life or work life, or whether it's the actions that you yourself have been taking that are creating these blockages in your life. This is a moment for accountability, and with accountability comes action. So when we take action in terms of spiritual clearing, what do? Well, look, a typical one that comes up in consultations is people come to me to consult about how can they themselves cleanse. Also, the clearing, the cleansing, you won't do it yourself. So it's not a DIY, right? And it's like that for many things. Where it's not DIY. You need help. Go ask for the help that you need, especially when it comes to African issues around African spirituality, issues that are izibopho, izicitho, izinyama, ozinakile phezu kwempilo yakho. No. Don't sit and think that you can handle it, that you can do it on your own. No, guys, let's not play with ourselves. Let's not play with our lives. Let's act as though we intend to be accountable for our lives and take a step and ask for the help that one needs in the situation that one is facing. And then there's the other element, those which are ingrained in our behaviors, those patterns that create diabolical situations for us. And they are ingrained in our behavior, whether it is as reaction to trauma or a deeper karmic cycle that is beyond this life or something in your childhood. But if you've picked it up in yourself, and you know how it presents? It doesn't present like, oh, look, I do that. No, it presents as a trigger. Often it's a trigger. That trigger needs to be cleared out of your life. Now, there are many, many ways to do that. You know, psychologists do this, therapists do this, you know, and Sangoma do this in different ways. It is necessary to be cleansed before you can say, you know what, I'm stepping into a higher state of consciousness. This moment in time, this virus, this pandemic, it's really making us reflect on just the preciousness of life and the level of intent that we need to live our lives with. So if you're coming into that consciousness and you're trying to get into that space, then you need to understand that first, before you can just start manifesting and up-leveling and becoming, you first need to take accountability and cleanse, you know, because it's like cooking a meal that you really love, right? We've all been like deep into cooking with the whole situation being given stay-at-home orders around the world, lockdown regulations in different countries. But there's this other thing that we've all talked about, including all the new recipes we've been discovering, and that is the dishes. Nobody is cooking in dirty pots, okay? You're getting those beautiful Instagrammable meals out of the labor of clearing the dishes, washing the pots, and then only do you prepare that beautiful, nourishing meal, right? That is so enjoyable and such a triumph in a time like this, isn't it? It's the same with your spirit. It is the same with your mind. It is the same with your spirituality, okay? It's things that need to be done. Now, as we head into this full moon coming up this weekend on Sunday, the 5th of July, I have a gift to give to you. And that is a free 3-day emotional clearing course guided by the ancestors, to which I'll leave the link below this video, and you can join us there. It'll be live classes on a Facebook group, and it's such a transformative exercise to do, such an opportune moment to do it in. And we'll be starting our first class on Friday at 4 a.m. The next one will be on Saturday at 4 a.m. and the final one will be on Sunday at 4 a.m. Central African time. Of course, those videos will stay up in the group for as long as the group is active. So if you're seeing this at a later date, don't worry, just go ahead, click the link, and if the group is still live, you can still do that work. And it's absolutely free. My gift to you, to thank you for joining me in this journey to seeking the ancestral answers. My name is Hani Makwakwa. This is Sangoma Society. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. If you're an old subscriber and you're following me and hounding me on my social media, telling me that I'm not posting videos, click the notification bell, because I'm here. Guys, I'm really, really here, okay? Until next time, Mawande Obuhlebodwa, Makhosi.